Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in MVC how to insert and display records on the same view page or single view page using JSON result. And here we got the final output. I'm entering the new employee details. Sam at gmail.com, salary is 1234. Insert new record. See here the newly inserted record Sam is displaying in the table. Let's check in the database. This is the employee table. I'm executing the table. See here the Sam record is inserted successfully. If I click the button control without inserting any employee details, see here we got an alert message, please enter data into text box control. We are inserting and displaying the records from database in a single view page using JSON result. That's it. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. For this video tutorial, I am creating a new MVC application. Go to File, New, Project. And from the web templates, I'm selecting ASP.NET Web Application and the .NET Framework I'm using 4.6.1. The application name I'm giving MVC Insert Display Same Page. Okay. And from the templates I'm selecting MVC. Okay. And here the MVC application is created successfully. Let's close this default window. Open Solution Explorer. Now in this MVC application I'm adding ADO.NET Entity Model. Right click the project name. Add ADO.NET Entity Data Model. I'm selecting that one. The model name is Employee Model. Click OK. And from the model contents, I'm selecting the first option, Next. Creating a new connection. I'm adding server name. After adding server name, I'm selecting the database name. SampleDB is my user database. Test connection is succeeded. Okay. And here we got the connection string, and the connection string name is the SampleDB entities, and I'm saving this connection string in the web.config file. After that, click Next. And from the selected database objects, I'm expanding the tables as well as DBO. The table name, I'm selecting the employee. Click Finish. And here we got the employee entity model, which contains the 4 columns: ID, employee name, email, and salary. After that, let's add a new controller. In the controllers folder, let's minimize this references folder. I'm adding controller in this controllers folder. Add controller. I'm selecting MVC for controller empty. Add. The controller name is the EMP. Add. And here we got our controller. Now first thing, in the action result index page, I'm binding the employee table with the entity data model SampleDB entities, which is my database connection string. SD is equals to new SampleDB entities. After that, I'm adding list class, list. In this list class, I'm adding employee table object. This is a table name. EMP list is equals to sd.employees.toList method. After that, I'm adding the EMP list object in the return view. That's it. We have binded the employee table to this action result index page. Now before adding the new index view page, let's build the solution. And here we got the message in the output window, build succeeded. Let's close this output message box. Highlight the index, right click that one, select add view. The view name is index only and the template empty without model. Add. And here we got the index view page. Now in this index view page, I'm deleting the default header. I'm adding h1 how to insert and display records from database in single view page using JSON result with entity framework. Horizontal line, I'm adding center tag. Now after the horizontal line, I'm adding table. Border is equals to 1 tr table headers. Now in this table I want to display the employee details from the database. So let's visit SQL Server Management Studio. We'll check the employee table and the column names. And this is the employee table which contains right now only one row, one record. So let's add the headers, EMP name, email and salary. Employee name, th, email, th, salary. The ID is the auto-generate column, so I am not adding the ID. After that, at for each loop, I'm adding the employee object, the table name, item, in model as IEnumerable. In this IEnumerable, I am adding the employee entity model. So let's add the project name, which is Mvc insert display same page, which is a project name dot employee. tr, I'm adding td, which is table row. In this table row, I'm adding span tags at item dot. The first one is the employee name. I have 3 columns, so I'm adding employee name. Second column name is the email dot email, and the last one dot salary. That's it. We have done the first part to display the records into this table. Now before writing the coding part to insert the data into the database, first we'll check the basic output. So before run this application, we must change our controller name in the route config file. Open Solution Explorer, expand the app underscore start, route config.cs, open that one, and notice here the controller name is a home. Just delete this one. Our controller name is EMP. Let's copy this one, paste here, and the action result, which is the index view page, this page only. Let's check the first output, the employee table is binded into this table or not. Google Chrome, and here we got the output, the employee table is binded into this table. Now my next target is I want to insert the records into this table from this index view page. I will add 3 controls, 3 text box controls and 1 button control in this index view page and I will insert the records into this employee table. Let's write the insert functionality and stop debugging. Switch to the controller. Now here, after the action result index, I'm adding the JSON function public JSON result insert emp is a function name. Now in this function name, I'm adding the employee table object emp. Now in this curly braces, I'm adding the connection string sample db entities. sd is equals to new sample db entities. sd dot employees dot add method. Now in this add method, I'm adding emp object. Return JSON emp. Forgot to add sd dot save as save changes. That's it. We have written the code to insert the new employee details into the employee table. Now switch to the index.cshtml. I'm adding above the table, after the horizontal line, a new table. Border is equals to 1. tr td name. I'm adding break. After break, I'm adding one text box control. Input type text. id is equals to text name. Let's copy this. The second one is a text email. This one is an email, and this one is a text salary. The name also is a salary. Now I require the button control. td input type is equals to button, value is equals to insert new record, and id is equals to employee button. That's it. We have done the designing part. Now I require the functionality to insert the records when I click this button control. For that, I am using Jquery method. So let's open google.com. We'll get the latest Google CDN. Google Jquery latest CDN. And from the search results, I'm selecting the hosted libraries. And notice in the Google hosted libraries, at the corner there is a contents panel. Select the Jquery. I'm selecting the latest snippet, which is at version 3.3.1. Copy that one. I'm pasting. I'm creating a new JavaScript here. I'm pasting at the bottom. After that, I require the latest JS CDN link. So again, go back to Google, type here ajax json 2 CDN, and from the search results, I'm selecting the first option, and here we got the latest version of the json2.js file. Just copy this one, add script tag, type /javascript source is equals to, I'm adding that link json2.js file. After adding the jQuery and JSON CDN links, let's add one more script, type is equals to text slash javascript, and here I am writing the jQuery script to insert the records. Dollar between double quotes, I'm adding the body dot on method. The first one in this on method is the event. It's a click event. I'm clicking the button control, comma, between the double quotes, T is I'm adding the button control ID. When we are adding the IDs, we need to prefix with hash, comma, function. Let's close this with semicolon. Now in this function I'm adding if condition. If we click the button control without enter any text in the text box control, I want to display the error message or alert message. If dollar between double quotes event, which is a text ename, copy this one, text box ID dot val method double equals to empty, or dollar between double quotes text email ID dot val method is equals to empty, dollar between double quotes I'm adding text salary dot val method is equals to empty. Friends, here I forgot to add the hash because these are the IDs of the text box control. If the text box name or email or salary is empty, I want to display the alert message. Alert, please enter data into text boxes. The else part, in the else part we are inserting the data. Variable text name is equals to dollar, the event, the text box ID is a text name, which is a text box ID, semicolon. The second variable text email is equals to dollar between double quotes hash text email, semicolon, variable text salary is equals to dollar between double quotes hash text salary. Dollar dot ajax functionality. Let's close this ajax method. In the first method I'm adding the type between double quotes, which is a post, we are posting the data, comma, URL between double quotes. Here I'm adding the path. The first one is a controller name. Our controller name is a EMP, / and the method name, which is the insert EMP method. Copy this one and paste here. This is a JSON result method, JSON result, comma, the data, colon, the data is in the JSON format. So between single quotes I'm adding curly braces. The first one, the column name of the first, which is a EMP name, this one emp name, copy this one, paste here, colon, between double quotes, single quotes, plus plus. Between this plus plus I am adding the dot, the val method. Make sure don't do any gaps here, comma. Let's copy this one, paste here, the last one. The second column name is the email, copy this one, and the text box ID is a text email dot val method, and the last one is a salary. The ID is a text salary, copy this one and paste here, comma. I'm adding the content type, colon, between double quotes, application, which is a JSON type, char set is equals to UTF-8, comma. The type of the data is a JSON, so I'm adding the type of JSON, comma. After that I'm adding the success attribute. I'm creating a function. Now in this function I'm adding the variable row is equals to dollar, between double quotes. Once the record is inserted successfully, I want to update this table. ID is equals to emp table. Let's copy this one, hash table 1, and that inserted record I want to display in the table last row. TR is a table row, colon, last hyphen child, semicolon. After that I'm adding the location.reload method. After the records are inserted successfully into the table, I want to clear the text box controls. So text name dot val method is equals to empty text email dot val method is equals to the last one, text salary dot val method. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. Now let's check the results. Google Chrome, and here we got the final output. I'm entering the new employee details. Sam at gmail.com, salary is 1234. Insert new record. See here, the newly inserted record Sam is displaying in the table. Let's check in the database. This is the employee table. I'm executing the table. See here, the Sam record is inserted successfully. If I click the button control without inserting any employee details, see here we got an alert message, please enter data into text box control. We are inserting and displaying the records from database in a single view page using JSON result. That's it.